Maybe you are brand new to Instacart and you're wondering, what orders are good orders? What order should I take? Or you just signed up to deliver people's meals on DoorDash and Uber Eats, and all of a sudden you get hit with a shop and pay order. How in the world are we supposed to figure out what's a good order when we don't even know what we're doing? Well, today I'm going to bring you a formula that I use to quickly evaluate whether or not something is a good order. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to give you reasons why I make exceptions to take both lower offers and higher offers. But first, let's get into this formula. The first thing I look for any formula is this: $1 an item. Now, again, some of you may be expert shoppers and you've been doing this for a long time and you would never wait for something like this. But if you're new and you're learning this, I would suggest starting with $1 an item. First of all, it makes it nice and easy for you to realize, like, okay, every time I pick up an item and put it in my cart, I'm getting $1. That's kind of psychologically a great way to start, that you don't feel like you're wasting time. Like, okay, I can pick up items for $1 all day. The second thing is this: you're going to have slowdowns at these stores. And so just because something looks great, if you have to start messaging customers, you want to have some margin that your order does not decrease in your dollars per hour drastically. And so by starting with $1 an item, that's just a great foundational thing. The second thing I look for is $2 a mile. We want $2 a mile all the time. We want $3 a mile or $4 a mile. But specifically with shop and pay orders, I'm very firm on this $2 per mile, because often, and especially on Instacart, you are going to have to drive almost the whole way back to the store to get another order again. There are certainly exceptions to this. If you know the drop-off is going to put you next to other good stores for shopping or for food delivery, then maybe you can fudge on this a little bit, but I really stick with $2 a mile for shop and pay orders. Again, it also just gives me that margin to make sure that if the customer changes their address, which seems to happen more to me on shop and pay orders than food delivery orders, or that there's just any slowdowns, that I'm getting worthwhile part of my time. Here is the last part of the formula. $15 an order is where I would start if you're just learning this. Now, we will give you some exceptions, but why $15 an order? I thought I was going to be a fast shopper from the beginning, but I'm really not the fastest shopper out there. And it can be very difficult for me to get, say, a 15 item order shopped, paid for, put in my car, drive to the place, delivered in less than a half an hour. For me, I'm trying to maintain a $25 an hour rate. And honestly, I'm working to try to boost that closer to $30 as I get better with everything that I'm doing. So if I don't think I can get something done in a half an hour, then I need to make sure that I'm getting more than $12.50 if it's going to take me more than a half an hour. Now, sometimes you might have a little more time to think, and there may be exceptions. So let's get into 3 exceptions. Before I do that, please smash that like button down below. I'd appreciate it so much if you're getting some value out of this. When would I choose to ignore this formula and take a lower offer? Well, 3 times. 1, if it's a well-known store. So if it's a store that I'm in a lot, I'm very familiar with, or when I look at the items in the order like you can on Instacart, I know where all the items are. If I know my speed of shopping is going to be significantly faster, I will consider taking a lower offer. It also kind of goes with this if there's lots of multiples of the same item. And so maybe you need to pick up 10 total items, but there's only 3 different variations. You might be able to get in and out very quickly. Another time I ignore this formula is slow times of day. So in my $600 challenge, I actually started out doing many $8 to $10 Instacart orders at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Why? Because I know I can get in and out of those stores quickly. I'm also not expecting more than $10 or $12 for most of my food delivery orders. So if I can get a $10 order there for 3 or 4 items, I will definitely go lower per order during slow times of day. The last time that I will ignore these rules is if I am on a mission or a goal of some sort. So sometimes Instacart will offer a promo for completing so many batches. Or just recently, this past week, I was working to get my acceptance rate up for Top Dasher. So I took shop and pay orders that I would not normally take because I was just quickly trying to get my acceptance rate where I wanted it to be. So if you are working on a mission or a goal, or maybe even it's just an earnings goal. So let's just say you're at $90 for the day and an $11 order pops up. I wouldn't ignore that. If your goal is just $100 for the day, take that order, get done for the day, and be done. So those would be 3 times that I would take lower offers. But on the other hand, there are 3 times that I would take higher offers. And let me know below if you like this formula that I'm laying out, if you use something similar. Maybe in your market, this wouldn't work. 3 times, I'm going to make sure that the offer is higher than this formula. Number 1 is warehouses, specifically Costco, Sam's Club. In general, I don't consider most Costco or Sam's Club orders during the middle of the day unless they're at least $25, because it is a lot more than just getting in and out. There is just an extra hassle to those places. And one of those hassles is actually the second reason why I would take a higher offer, which is bad parking. Our Costco has horrible parking. Many times you have to park a long distance away. And so then you have to include all of that time going to your car, going back from your car, packing your car. And so warehouses like Sam's Club and Costco, bad parking. The third time that I will make sure I get a higher paying offer than this formula is during the supper rush, because it is very reasonable in my market to get offers at supper time that are $20 for 5 miles. Now, they don't come regularly, but if I'm going to take a shopping order that's going to take me 45 minutes at 5:30 at night, I could be missing out on 1 or 2 amazing orders that would easily pay. So during those times, then I'm looking for offers that are 25 plus, or $3 a mile, $4 a mile, or $2 an item, $3 an item, just because it's not generally going to be the most beneficial for me to take an order like that. So please comment below, let me know what your formula is, if you would tweak this in any way, or if you would add anything or take anything away from this. I would love to hear from that. And also please subscribe so you can see more content that we have coming for you. Thanks for being so awesome. See ya.